Welcome to the Monday Kickoff, everyone. Hope you guys are having an amazing day, and welcome to another Raid Shadow Legends video. I'm Skratch, and in today's video, guys, as usual, we're gonna have a full breakdown of all of the events that are coming to Raid Shadow Legends this week, and I gotta say it will be a pretty eventful week. Now, of course, tomorrow we're gonna have a brand new summoning event. Tuesday and Wednesday, we're gonna get to that in a little bit. We're gonna have some crazy champions on this event that will really tempt me as well, and a lot of you guys. So we're gonna get to the champions in a second. Talking about events, tournaments, etc., we have the brand new fusion that started. Not a big fan of it, okay? Personally, I'm not really planning to go and get a fusion done. It's actually gonna be a fragment fusion. He is a decent progression champion. I'm not really gonna have any use out of this champion on my account, and the majority of you guys will be in the same situation. I will collect as many fragments as possible, and I will then trade them into these chests, okay? And try to get more fragments for Mod, the support champion from here. The Titan event is coming to an end in 18 hours. You're not really going to be able to collect any more Fate Hammer Titan points from any events except the Fusion warm-up event. I managed to complete it. And I skipped the Deck of Fate. I skipped the Golem event, the tournament, which, my god, had absolutely trash rewards. Just brews and chickens. I've done exactly 0 points, and hopefully a lot of you guys that did not require the points for the Titan event did the same, because the rewards were absolutely awful. Then, talking about the Fusion, guys, we have the Champion Training Tournament, we have the Dragon Tournament that started today. Hold on if you are planning to get some fragments, because the Dungeon Divers event starts tomorrow. So you don't want to basically start farming dungeons or campaign now. You want a triple deep or double deep points for the Fusion. We do have the Fusion calendar. We're going to get to it in just a second. So right here at the Player and Play calendar, I just quickly want to show you something. We will have a Sand Devil's Turn Attack tournament starting tomorrow, as you guys probably noticed on the tournament tab. These are kind of like the rewards, the standard stuff. They haven't announced the 2x on Soulstones for this week. They haven't announced any Prism Crystal event or any Jewel Crystal event either. So we might have a surprise tomorrow, who knows? Maybe something related to Soulstones, who knows? I would strongly suggest you to save all of your medium and big soul stones for the Freya Deck of Fate. It's not 100% sure that we will require soul stones for it, but it is a small possibility. So personally, I'm going to skip whatever 2x event comes before that. One thing that I quickly want to mention again, we do have the Asgard Divide event that is still active for almost 1 more month. Now, the Fusion will be active for exactly 2 weeks. Which means that the Freya Deck of Fate event, as you guys may probably notice right here in the calendar, won't be on during the Fusion, okay? Which gives us plenty of time to save more shards for Freya. And that is good news in my opinion, right? If you are going for the Fusion, up to you. You're going to have to waste a lot of resources to get this champion, which is pretty mediocre. I would rather save for Freya if I would be basically faced with these 2 options, and get a good champion that will provide more value, right? And skip the Fusion. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm not going to engage with any of the summoning events related to the Fusion. Now, one thing that really dropped in my face right here, if we're going to go to the calendar, as you may notice, we have a Hero Pet event starting on the 11th of October, guys. It's very unusual to have a Pair of Light event during a Fusion that will give you fragments and most likely will give you the soul for the champion. Now, it might not be the soul for the champion. Who knows what they have in store for us? But this is the Fusion calendar, as you guys may notice. We have a total of 130 fragments. 20 of them will come from the Hero Pet. 20 of them will come from tournament leaderboards, like the Champion Training Tournament leaderboard and the Champion Chase tournament. And you're going to be able to get 15 from the Champion Chase tournament. Which means that you cannot really skip any of the summoning events if you have a total of 130, because you will require 100 out of 110, right? We're not really adding on the 20 that you can just get by being the first in your tournament leaderboard. So you can't really skip any summoning events. The hero pet will be, of course, a summoning event. But that's pretty much how the calendar looks like. As I mentioned, wait for the Dungeon Diver. We have 2 Dungeon Divers events. We have 3 Artifact Enhancement events. We have 2 Arena tournaments. And that's pretty much it in terms of the fusion. I'm not going to do it, as I mentioned. Now, one quick thing that I want to point out, guys. Right here in the clan shop, make sure you guys are completing your clan quests if you haven't done it just yet. I still have a couple of quests to complete that I'm going to do later on. And make sure you're going to purchase all of the goodies from here. Silver, the energy being the most important thing, and the chaos ores. If you haven't got that, they seem to be rarer than unicorns. They appear once in a blood moon, and there you go. We finally got them after like 3 months. So hopefully we're going to get them back to back. Pretty much the same thing for the bazaar. If your weekly reset is around the corner or monthly reset, keep an eye on the rewards. I actually just purchased today the Ancient Shard. I just purchased today the Sacred Shard as well. And I'm broke now. I only have 3,000 gold bars. Talking about the patch, just before we're going to dive into the summoning event, guys. So the patch actually brings some good news, especially for all of you Siege enjoyers, right? Talking about the token trader, we've already released a video on this topic. It sucks. They've put pretty much zero effort into this change. Not only that the 2 champions, they basically refresh every 6 months, but the cost is 3,000 tokens, which is kind of like a knife in the heart for the free-to-play players that have a few spare dupes laying around, because it's gonna be an eternity for you guys to basically be able to purchase any of these 2 champions. New cosmetics. So we're gonna get avatar frames. I'm actually a fan of the avatar frames. Looking forward to have them in. We're gonna be able to earn them through different in-game activities, tournaments, and so on. Seems like we have a Hydra one right here, which looks pretty dope. I like this one with the red eye. Looks pretty badass as well. So yeah, I'm a fan of the avatar frames. We're gonna get new badges for all of you filthy degenerate krakens that are willing to basically sell their soul to the devil to get one of these cool red badge. Basically, they will be very grindy badges. Complete 10 deck of fates by flipping all of the cards. Complete 10 pair of light events by basically collecting all of the rewards. Complete 5 titan events and collecting the all of the rewards as well. So this type of badges will be pretty hard to get. Leaving all that on the side, let me just quickly talk about the changes to the Siege Battle victory condition. So I've told them this before they even released the Siege. We're gonna have this issue. We're gonna have a lot of draws in the top clans. Not even in the top clans. Whenever a clan meets a clan of equal power, we'll end up with a draw. As simple as that. It doesn't matter if you're a clan from rank 5,000 or from rank 10, okay? So the whole situation right here, guys, in order to reduce the number of inconclusive results, we'll add the following changes to Siege victory conditions. Should both clans capture each other's stronghold and get the same amount of medals, victory will go to the clan that captured more garrison slots. Should all of the above results be the same, victory goes to the clan that took fewer turns to achieve them. Now, it's not the best outcome, because what are we doing here? Are we doing a champion turn tournament for dungeons? The main thing that they were supposed to do, because victories and losses do not come in play at the moment. So because you have so many attacks, you have basically an unlimited amount of attacks that you can waste left and right however you guys please to. So if they would basically incorporate a condition, the clan that had less losses will win, not a turn count. So maybe my clan attacked all of the 50 buildings as an example, and we only had 2 losses. The enemy clan had 20 losses. Now this will be extremely hard to basically result in a similar amount of losses for both of the clans. But it's still a possibility. So what I would do, I would implement that as the priority, and after that, I would implement the turn count situation, you know? So I'm not the biggest fan of the whole fewer turns to achieve them. But either way, it's better than it was before, because right now you're not really gonna have a chance to end up in a draw. So whenever your clanmates will attack the enemy, you're gonna have to tell them, well, you know what? Make sure you're not wasting 5 million turns in there, because we're gonna lose because of it, you know? So that's a thing to keep in mind. Now, people will really need to pay attention to how many turns are taking, put crazy defenses that will keep the opponent in stock for a lot of turns, basically, you know, to kind of like get the edge. Champion rebalance and all that, we talked about it in a different video, so we're not gonna discuss about that in this video, guys. What I do want to kind of like quickly mention are the summoning events for tomorrow and Wednesday. This Tuesday, October 1st, we're planning to launch a progressive chance event, giving you at least a 15x chance to summon the champions of your choice from a selected pool of ancient, primal, sacred, and void shards. Now, 1 slot legendary champions, we will only have 6 legendary champions, no epics as usual, and this event will last for 48 hours. The very first champion, guys, is going to be Sun Wukong. I would love a few more copies of this champion. He's an absolute monster. PvE, PvP content, live arena, classic arena, it doesn't really matter. He's just a goat, and he was a free champion. So if I would have the possibility to empower him, you know what, I would take it. But at the moment, I am saving shards for the Deck of Fate, so I'm not really planning to open any. So we have Speed Aura for Arena Battles, 28%. He can polymorph. He can deal crazy damage with this skill, surplus damage as well, steal all buffs, put block buffs on all enemies, a chance to stun. The passive, very annoying, constantly reviving every other 3 turns with full turn meter and HP. So a very solid champion. The best build for him at the moment, in my opinion, is a hybrid build, guys, which will basically pair Stone Skin with Savage. Will pair Savage with Perception, or something that will ignore defense and get some accuracy. Now, if you're going to build him for damage, you're not going to be able to get 6, 7, 800 accuracy, right? You do have 2 options on how you can build him. Super fast with high accuracy to be a threat with polymorph and that, or build him for damage with some accuracy, 300-400 accuracy, that will be enough to just cripple the nuker, you know, and that will give you the edge as well, and you're gonna get to deal damage too. So you do have quite a few different options. The next champion, again, I would love 4 more copies of Harima, because why not, to empower her, but I'll be happy with 2 as well. Very strong champion, guys. Still at the top of the meta for live arena. Super powerful in the Hydra clan boss as a provoker. Decrease attack. This skill increases her defense, decreases the enemy's defense. If you kill somebody, instantly activates the A3. Very powerful versus demon spawn champions. She's very powerful. I have mine built on Stone Skin and Savage. I actually have a short that will drop on her probably in the next couple of days, so keep an eye on that with the best build. You do require accuracy for Hydra if you want her as a provoker and damage dealer. She can do some serious damage if you pair her as well with Lady Mikage. So definitely a very solid champion. Then we have Bambus 4-leaf. He was a fusion a while ago. Not the most OP champion, not the worst champion either. He's decent in some areas, but he's not OP. I'm not a big fan of the champion, right? There are people using him in the weak spell comp for the Hydra clan boss. There are people using him in Hydra just in general, you know. He's a decent panda, you know. Not the biggest fan. I wouldn't summon just to get Bambus. I'll be very honest with you guys. Like, probably you're gonna have to pay me a few $1,000s to summon for Bambus and to buy shards with that money, you know. And I would do it, but if you won't pay me, I won't summon for Bambus. Let me just put it like that, you know. Interesting passive, though. That's like the most interesting thing in his kit. He does pair well with Wixwell because he can actually increase the value of shields as well, and he can extend the duration of buffs, which kind of like makes sense if you're looking to build a Wixwell team. Then, if you're looking to complete the Mikage fusion, you're gonna have a chance to get Tatsu. I got Tatsu. I've never used Tatsu. Not planning to use Tatsu unless they buffer. the best thing you can do with Tatsu is to fuse Mikage. I'm gonna leave it there. As simple as that. There isn't much else that you can do with this champion that rare champions or epic champions can actually do. Of course, not every rare, but there are plenty of rares that are more powerful than this legendary. Then, something that will probably tempt me to break the bank, and I'm not going to do it. I'm going to stay strong. Shuzan the Valorous will be on the menu, guys, okay? This is one of my most wanted Void champions, together with the new Void champion from the Shadowkin as well, which seems like is now on the 15x. Super powerful for Arena. That's where she kind of like shines. She can be used in the Hydra Clan boss because of all of the buffs and the instant turn. You have Speed Aura for Arena. She's very powerful for Arena. Like, I'll be honest, I find it very hard to deal with teams that have Armans, have Shuzan, and have a massive threat like a Commodus, or I don't know, like even a Georgid in some cases, or a Siegfried. There are tons of crazy things that can go wrong with a team like this, or even a Gismak in that team. You know, they're a massive threat, and Shuzan is just super powerful. I would love her. If I have some Void Shards, I'm gonna probably open them, but I'm definitely not gonna go crazy because Ieyasu right here, guys. He might be dropping on that 15x soon. And guess what? The next champion on the list, just to seal the deal, is going to be Yumeko. I know all of you filthy Krakens that are looking to make your 7th or 8th Tranda team and are looking for your 16th Yumeko are gonna open shards. So that's your chance right here. I'll be honest. Since I got Krixia, I'm not really using Yumeko much in Arena. I'm not saying that she sucks in Arena or anything like that. I just feel like nowadays Yumeko is kind of like one of the most OP Hydra champions, you know? She's not what she used to be in the past. Because she can reset herself. So if you have 2 Yumekos, you can do some very crazy teams with Tranda for the Hydra Clan boss. But that's pretty much everything for this weekly kickoff, guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Are you going for the fusion? Are you planning to summon for any of these champions? And are you trying to save for the Freya Deck of Fate, which most likely will be in 3 weeks from now? I feel like that's a fair approximation. As usual, much love. Appreciate all of you guys watching. If you enjoyed the content, smash a like, subscribe to the channel, and drop a comment. Help out with that YouTube algorithm. Much love, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.